What's going on, Lead Gen Beasts? Matty Ice here, Leads for Locals. And in this video, I'm going to be sharing with you what I believe are the best lead nurturing and follow-up strategies and campaigns that you can put in place. These are some of my favorites anyways, that I think are really, really important and kind of a must-have, and that they're going to help you not just convert more of your leads, but get more referrals, get more testimonials, reactivate leads that maybe you lost touch with or haven't converted yet, right? So I'm going to be giving you actually my top 5 lead nurturing strategies. So make sure you stick to the end, because I'm going to break down how they work, but also how to set them up inside of GoHighLevel. Now, if you don't have GoHighLevel, would really appreciate your support. Go through my affiliate link in the description. It gives you a 2-week free trial. It really does help support the channel, and give the video a like if you find it helpful. All right, so let's dive into this, guys. Just like a quick overview of what these are, and then I'm going to take you into GoHighLevel, show you how they work and how to create them. All right, so number 1 is my favorite is still good old-fashioned value-based email marketing. I make a good amount of sales and generate leads and things like that based on all on email marketing. Email marketing is still really powerful, guys, when you do it right. So in this video, I'm going to be showing you how that campaign works, but also my email design. I've covered this in a couple of different videos. I'm going to have a link in the description to my GoHighLevel tutorials playlist. I highly recommend you go through that, because I show you some really cool things you can do with GoHighLevel, including how to create the very email design that I use that allows me to convert leads. If you guys want to convert more of your leads via email, I highly recommend you implement that design, okay? And I'm going to show it to you here in a minute, all right, and how that works. Next is database reactivation. Love this lead nurturing campaign. It's a really good list activation, reactivation campaign where, maybe you've lost touch with prospects, or maybe you have a list of prospects that are, maybe a few months or a couple years old, right? You just want to see if you can, like a lot of times that's a gold mine. There's a reason they're on your list, and you just don't know how many people might still be interested. So I'll show you how that works. Appointment confirmation and appointment no-show. These two kind of go hand in hand. These are kind of like when you see the name appointment confirmation and no-show, you would think that, those are kind of some basic lead nurturing campaigns that should be in place, but so many business owners do not have this, and this is why so many leads fall through the cracks. This right here is going to significantly increase your appointment show rate, all right? And then I'm going to show you some advanced lead nurturing as well that I've put in place for my clients. That is really good. They kind of go hand in hand. There's a few of them. That's why I'm calling it advanced lead nurturing. And it just depends on your sales process, but they're very specific to individual stages of the sales process, right? So, what do you do when you actually close a deal? Do you have a lead nurturing campaign for that asks for reviews and referrals and follow up maybe 6 months later, like, hey, do you need this type of service, or do we need to revisit what we did before? Whatever it might be, right? These things can be really, really powerful, all right? So let's head over to GoHighLevel and let me show you how they work. All right, so first things first, we'll start with number 1 is the follow-up emails. All right, so I've pre-written a bunch of emails. I'm going to continue adding to it. It's like months and months and months of follow-up emails. And people really underestimate the power of email marketing. When you do it right, guys, it's probably one of the most powerful lead nurturing campaigns that you can have. I know it's not sexy. It's not, building a Facebook Messenger list or anything like that, which are great, but email marketing is still really powerful. All right. So there's there's 2 main, I guess, concepts that I say 2 main principles that I always follow, and things that I just focus on with my email marketing. It's 1, value-based educational content. All right. This is what allows you to get really good open rates, is when you are answering the most common questions and providing really good value regarding the service that they are interested in. All right. So they opted into your list for a reason. They're interested potentially in your service. Educating them on your service and answering those questions builds so much trust, so much authority. It positions you as the expert. And in these email campaigns, it just works for you in the background 24/7 on complete autopilot. All right. So to set this up, so we go back to workflows, just a quick recap. You click create workflow, obviously. All right. And then follow-up emails. The trigger is going to be form submitted. This is actually not the right one. This is going to be, oh no, actually this is the right one. Sorry. Different thing. But anyways, basically what you're going to do is your workflow trigger is going to be form submitted. You add filter, form is, and then you choose whatever form that you're using inside of GoHighLevel. All right. Again, check out my playlist for tutorials on how GoHighLevel works and, full walkthrough and things like that. But basically, whenever somebody submits your form, it'll trigger this automation and start sending these emails. All right. And you can see here, I've got tons of them. We're basically just sending an email a week. And that's really all you need to do, guys. You don't need to send an email every single day. And you don't want to be just sending emails just to stay in front of people. Like if you were to go through my email campaign here, it's all educational content. I'm not selling jack. And here's why, which brings me to principle number 2, is I let the email design do the selling for me. Okay. So the content that I'm sending in my emails is specifically designed to get people to open my email. All right. And I'm not exaggerating on this, guys. I consistently get 20, 30, sometimes 50% open rates on my emails because I'm sending very targeted, specific, highly educational content to my list, okay, based on what it is that they opted in for, all right? That's what gets you really good open rates. From there, principle 2 comes in where the email design itself is almost acting like a mini sales page for you that indirectly sells your service. Let me show you exactly what I'm talking about here. And again, I've covered this many times in my other GoHighLevel tutorials, so make sure you check out that playlist. But just really quick as a recap, I'll show you what the design is. I use this regardless of the industry that I'm marketing in. I always have the logo at the top. You can't see it right now because I have it set up as a custom value. Makes it easier. Again, that's in the playlist. But basically, we have the logo at the top. We have a clickable image below that brings them to the next stage of your funnel, whatever that is. It's filling out a survey, purchasing a course, registering for a masterclass or a webinar, booking an appointment. It does not matter. I create this image inside of Canva. It's a 650 by 200. Find a template that you like, put it into your email design. And right here, you can link it out. Let's see here. There we go. You can link it out to whatever page that is of your the next part of your funnel, right, guys? I can't tell you how much this works. Okay. It's kind of hard to describe, but this is what gets the type of content you send, making it educational, is what gets the open rate. And then this design where we have the clickable image and the button at the bottom is what gets you your click-through rates, your higher click-through rates. And it's what's going to help you convert more of your leads. I promise this works, guys. All right. So get this email design into your business ASAP. All right. So that's the email follow-up workflow. All right. Let's go back, move on to the next one, which is database reactivation. And this is more there's a lot you can do with database reactivation, but let's say you have a past list that you want to see if you can squeeze some more business out of. This is a great campaign for that. Or moving forward, let's say you're generating leads for whatever, and maybe, every 3 months or whatnot, you want to take all of your leads that you haven't been able to get in touch with, run them through a database reactivation campaign. This is going to help you convert a lot more of your leads, guys. All right. So let me show you how this one works. So we'll click on database reactivation. I actually do not have a workflow trigger for this because usually we're adding people to this workflow manually. All right. So it's just any lead that you haven't been able to get in touch with. Maybe you put a specific tag on it, or, their particular part or stage in your pipeline. All right. So whatever that is. And then we basically just send a series of, 2 emails and 2 text messages over a couple of days. That's pretty much it. That's all you need. You can make it longer than that. This is just what I've done. And we're basically, it depends on what you're offering, but we're basically saying like, hey, it's been a while since we've spoken. All right. That's been a really good entry point for us. We've had a lot less resistance, especially on the text messages. You're always going to get people that, say stop or unsubscribe, whatever. But this has been very effective for us, guys, is letting them know like, hey, we've had some type of engagement before. That's why we're reaching out. Instead of like just blasting out like, hey, we're offering this free XYZ, we're making it more conversational, saying, hey, we're just we're trying to get back in touch based on our previous conversation, right? It's a really good entry point. All right, so that's what we're doing here. And then we go into, hey, we're offering this free XYZ, or we're just following up about what you requested a while back, whatever it is, okay? And this has worked really, really well. we get a lot of responses from our text campaign. All right. And then it waits, I think it's 2 days. Yeah, waits 2 days here. And then we send another email and another text. And that's usually plenty to reactivate a list. If they're not responding to this, I mean, again, you can make it longer, but I haven't needed to do that. So that is lead nurturing campaign number 2. Number 3 is the appointment confirmation and reminder. This is pretty basic, but it just amazes me how many people do not have this in their business. It's incredible. And it's really easy to set up. All you do, so your workflow trigger is going to be appointments. All right. So you choose appointment right here. Your filter is going to be in calendar, and then just choose your calendar. Okay. Whatever calendar you're using. All right. Click save. And we do, just add a tag like, hey, this person has booked an appointment. So it adds that to their profile. I move them to the appointment booked stage in the pipeline. All right. So, if you go to your pipeline, guys, is your opportunities tab. If you go to settings at the bottom left of your menu, like once we go back here, and then click on pipelines, you can add a bunch of different stages to your pipeline. All right. I'm not going to go into how to build a pipeline, but basically it moves them to this stage. And then I remove them from a bunch of pretty much all of the work, all of the follow-up campaigns. Because once they've booked an appointment, I mean, that's pretty much the goal, is to get, at least in this particular industry, is to get an appointment booked. All right. So we don't need to continue sending them follow-up about, hey, book an appointment or request this, request that. This is the kind of, they're entering the last stage of the marketing funnel right here. All right. So I'm removing them from all the other workflows. We have an internal notification where we're sending an email, just notifying the customer, like my subscriber, my client, whatever, like, hey, there's an appointment that's been booked. All right. And that's pretty much how that works. The conversion API, I'm not going to dive into that too much. I cover that again in another Go High Level tutorial. Check out that playlist. But it sends data directly back to your Facebook pixel. Even if you're not running Facebook ads right now, this is a really good idea to do, to build up that pixel data, so that when you do, your pixel, like Facebook already knows kind of who your ideal customer is, right? So it's just really good to build that up. And then from there, we send a text and an email just confirming the appointment, right? So Go High Level allows you to do these custom values in your emails and text messages for appointment. You can do select start date time. All right, just as a confirmation. And then we wait 24 hours. All right, so we choose appointment or event time, change this to before 24 hours. So basically what's going to happen is they're going to receive an email reminder about this appointment 24 hours before the appointment day and time. Okay. And then it's also going to wait so it's going to wait 1 hour. So they get a 24-hour reminder, and then 1 hour before the appointment, they get another email and text message just basically saying, hey, we're going to call you in about an hour to talk about what it is that you requested. All right. And that's pretty much it. Right. I guarantee you guys, this will significantly increase your appointment show rates. I've seen it work incredibly well. All right. Just those basic emails and text messages. All right. The no-show one is really cool. So basically what you do is you add a stage to your pipeline. That's just appointment no-show. That's what it's called right here. All right. So your workflow trigger is pipeline stage changed. All right. So you choose it right here. You choose your pipeline that you have this in, your pipeline stage. All right. So what happens is if someone no-shows the appointment, you manually drag their profile card over to that stage. It's pretty simple. And then it triggers this workflow once they're into that pipeline stage. All right. And from there, they're going to receive an email and a text. And the reason I have wait 1 minute is that just in case you accidentally put them into this, you don't want them to get that email and text by accident. So it gives you a little bit of a time buffer. That's why I have that. But honestly, not that big of a deal. But we send an email and a text. And it's very similar to database reactivation, just saying like, hey, we tried to contact you to, for our appointment to discuss XYZ, whatever it is that they, booked the appointment for. Couldn't get in touch with you. Here's the link to reschedule. My text messages, I don't really put links in my text because texting is it's a lot more conversational, right? So I'm trying to elicit a response here with the text message. You could put your appointment calendar URL in here if you want. It's up to you. I just don't recommend it. All right. But and then it waits 2 days, sends another email and another text, just trying to get people to rebook the appointment. So it's like people get busy, guys. Like just because they don't show up for an appointment does not mean that they're blowing you off or whatnot. I can't tell you how many times people have no-showed an appointment on me, rebooked, and I've closed them on, either a done-for-you service or a course or whatnot. people just get busy, they forget, or who knows what's going on, guys. But they booked an appointment, which is that's a very high intent lead. Okay, so you don't want that to slip through the cracks. So having just this basic, simple lead nurturing campaign right here, a world of difference, guys. World of difference. All right, so get that set up. Pretty easy. And then lastly, I want to show you some of the advanced follow-up. This is going to vary depending on the different stages that your prospects will go through. I'm just going to break down the industry that I'm creating this product for, the SaaS product. So I'll start at the top here. Close and fund it. All right. So let's say you close a deal. All right. Does your nurturing stop there? It shouldn't. What about asking for referrals? What about asking for testimonials or requesting a review on your Google My Business page or Yelp or whatever it is, right? You can do that all on complete autopilot, guys. And this can significantly increase the amount of referrals you get. It can boost your SEO when you're getting reviews and things like that. It's really powerful, right? So check this out. There's a stage, again, that this is, most of these are in the pipeline. So when you're moving people throughout your pipeline, the different stages of your sales process, it's triggering these workflows, okay? So when somebody closes a deal here, they move them to the deal funded stage in the pipeline, and it's going to trigger this automation, okay? They're going to get an email. This one's 2 emails. I should probably add some text messages here, but honestly, not a huge deal. But at the very minimum, you should be sending emails. And what this one is, if I open this up, so I have these all in templates, but this particular one, we're immediately asking for a testimonial, all right? Which GoHighLevel is really cool, where they let you insert the link to your Google My Business review section, right? So they click that link and it takes them right to the review part, okay? And you're asking for a testimonial. That's it. That's all you're doing, right? And it's done all on autopilot. Literally, all you have to do is just drag them to that stage, and they're just going to get the emails with the link to leave a review. It's that simple, okay? The next thing that they're going to get right there, right here too, in the same pipeline stage, closed deal, is this one right here, except it's going to wait 7 days. So they're going to get the testimonial request first, all right away. And then 7 days later, we're going to email and text them, just basically asking them like, hey, do you know anybody that might need our services? You know, that also needs business funding, or, you know, a retirement plan put in place, or, you know, life insurance or credit repair, whatever it is, right? That's basically what we're doing here. Okay, now obviously they've done business with you, so they know, like, and trust you already. Why wouldn't they want to help you out? Okay, so it's a great way to get referrals, guys. All right, so that's that one. Missed call text, pretty, you know, at least in my industry, we're not going to get like too many calls. But let's say you miss a call, all right, and we could send a text automatically saying, hey, sorry, I missed your call. You can put your calendar link in here, or you can just ask them like, hey, what's a good time to call you back? And your workflow trigger is the call status, all right? And then you have 2 filters here. Call direction is incoming, call status was busy, voicemail, or no answer. And that's it. And it's going to automatically send a text. And you can also let yourself know, like, hey, you just missed a call, all right? You can send yourself an email. This person just tried to call them back at this number, all right? That's it. All right, so that's good. Let's see, what else do we have here? Pre-approve at loss. This is really awesome, guys. If you're in, well, this could kind of work in just about any business. But let's say you're in a service-based business, and you're having I know that you've experienced this, because we all have, where you're having a great conversation with people. Maybe you've had multiple calls with somebody, with a potential prospect. Maybe they've signed a contract, or they filled out an application, and they're pre-approved. Like in this case, they're pre-approved for a loan, for example. That doesn't mean that the deal is automatically closed. There needs to be paperwork finalized. They need to get the funds actually into their account, things like that, right? So let's say that you're really close to closing a deal, but you've lost contact with the person. This is an awesome lead nurturing campaign to have in place. All right. So again, you drag them to that stage, like, hey, I can't get in touch with this person anymore, so I'm going to drag them over to this stage of my pipeline right here. All right. Approved but lost. And it's going to send them, it's kind of like a database reactivation campaign. We're going to send them a series of emails and texts saying, hey, you know, you were pre-approved for this, but, you know, we just need to finalize the paperwork. I'll show you the text here. Wanted to remind you that you're pre-approved for the funding. Got time for a quick call to catch up. Obviously, the email is a little bit more in depth than that, But anyways, we're just we're trying to get them back on the phone to finalize the deal. All right. That's the point of this campaign is we're trying to get an appointment booked. All right. Or some type of response to the text message. Right. Very powerful, guys. It works all on autopilot in the background. Once you move them to that stage, highly recommend it. Wrong number is the last one that I will show you, because obviously in lead generation and marketing, people are always going to be putting in wrong numbers. It just is what it is. All right. So, but what we can do is send them an email like saying, hey, we tried to contact you at this number. Is this the correct number? If not, what is? Or you can also reschedule your, booking a new call right here, whatever. Right. And we're sending them a couple of emails, just letting them know like, hey, this number is disconnected or it's not working. We were calling you about XYZ that you requested. What's the best number to reach you? Okay. So not always going to work, but again, it's just automation that works in the background. All you have to do is move them over to that stage. It triggers these emails. Why would you not do that? Like it just works in the background for you. And it's ensuring you that you're nurturing your leads as much as possible, and you're not losing any of those leads. Okay. So those are my top lead nurturing campaign, guys. Obviously, there's so many different things that you can do with GoHighLevel, but these are kind of like the foundation, in my opinion, of just making sure that none of your leads are falling through the cracks. Okay, so let me know what you guys think in the comments. Leave any feedback, or if you have questions or a certain type of lead nurturing campaign that you'd like to see created, whatever it is. All right, leave a comment down below. Let me know what that is. Check out all the links in the description. I always have some really good stuff for you guys in there. Go through that GoHighLevel tutorial playlist. I show you some really cool stuff you can do with GoHighLevel that will take your business to the next level. All right. Make sure you subscribe, join the Facebook group, all that stuff, guys. Really appreciate you and your time. Hope you're crushing it, and I will talk to you in the next video. Peace out.